Seminar go a jail, big ganja no more. I'm a go a jail.
I believe that we, as Grenada, even our counterparts in Vincent, and Trinidad, everybody, we should get together and spearhead this marijuana business in the Caribbean here. We should be the leaders of this thing here because we have everything perfect for it right here. We could plant it right year round. Our soil is good, everything is good for this. And we have youth right here, right now, who will come and start farming because marijuana is a cash crop of the future.
Last year, 2018, the CARICOM, the Caribbean community, established a commission to look at the issue of marijuana in terms of whether it should be decriminalized. And so CARICOM issued this report indicating that consideration should be given to that. So a couple of countries have already gone that route. None of these countries have opened up entirely to legalization of marijuana. But what they say, possession of small quantities is permitted. In excess, then you could be charged, etc. But Grenada has not taken that position. Remember, Grenada is a sovereign country, it's an independent country, and it will determine its own laws and regulations. And so Grenada continues to remain that cannabis is a controlled drug.
It's kind of embarrassing to see the level of output they will put a guy or decriminalize someone for a little piece of herb. And the other places in the world benefiting off of it, making millions. And we begging the same tourists, that's using it over there to come here and spend the same money they're spending it over here. So what's going on? Why they can't spend the money on it here too?
Let me make it clear that the laws are still applicable when it comes to marijuana, careless to how much and what quantity. But I do believe it's upon the discretion of the officers out there dealing with such cases, but you can still be arrested for it. And I believe those persons that you are seeing have arrested for small quantities is not just about the small quantities. It's about probably other factors that surrounds these small quantities that had that person arrested. For example, if you want to stand up in St. George's by the market and light up a joint, then you are asking to be arrested.
So we need to have talks about the people who are in jail because of marijuana. Because really and truly, alcohol is more dangerous than marijuana. Marijuana is doing nothing to no one. Alcohol is really more dangerous. There are more drugs out here that is legal and it's more dangerous than marijuana. It's just because of colonialism and the lack of having a revenue on it. That's why it's illegal, really and truly. So we need to look into a lot of things and we need to stop being hypocritical in certain aspects of our community and our life.
I cannot speculate as to what will be the effects of decriminalization because we have not done any studies in that regard. We have not discussed the situation because, as I said, it continues to remain a controlled drug, and so there have been no signal from the government that we should begin to consider this as a situation. So,
the Drug Abuse Prevention and Control Act, which we work by as the Drug Squad, it does not specify what you charge you're charging for weed, cocaine. All when you go to court, you are charged for a controlled substance, right? And it doesn't even speak about weight. So, if we have to look at cannabis, first of all, we may have to do some changes to the act to pull out cannabis from the list of drugs and deal with cannabis by itself.
I think we have a responsibility to the future generations to get it right. And if we do not, they would continue to go along the road that they are going. I think we need to do things that thinking outside of just our traditional way of thinking. And so with that, we need to be able to look at ourselves and decide, what do we want for ourselves, our country, and our people? That's a big question that we need to answer collectively. And when we can answer that correctly, I think we would be on the right path for success as a country.